in the County of Lawrence. Nctv45.
Today's programming furnished by a grant from Joseph's Supermarket. Special thanks to Joseph's.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Los Amigos! Make sure to check out Los Amigos on West State Street, Newcastle, PA 16101. It's Los Amigos. Los Amigos! Los Amigos! Los Amigos!
And now it's time to get to the birthdays, as we always do. Here you go. Gina Marie Schoaf, happy birthday. Bob Reeder, happy birthday. Ricky Suiters, happy birthday. Cameron Waters, happy birthday. Devan Rose, happy birthday. Dale Perlman, happy birthday. Jordan Rooney, happy birthday. Sherry Trott Absurd, happy birthday. Make sure you get that second piece of birthday cake and celebrate all week long. Newswatch rolls on, and this kind of an important thing to keep the American dream alive. It's home buyers classes. Now, they got the first one in, Introduction to Your Credit Report. This one will be setting financial goals, important for all of us, from 6 to 8 at First Presbyterian Church. And that will be on the 14th, which is, as I look at it, a Sunday, the last one being on Tuesday. So make sure that you check that out. Now, and they've had a lot of positive things come out from that. State of Pennsylvania, and more importantly, the Josh Shapiro administration, they're talking about Pennsylvania Department of Education that was awarded PA Hungry Free Campus grants to 30 institutions of higher education and private licensed schools to combat campus hunger across the Commonwealth. Working very hard with PDE to make sure nobody goes hungry. The Shapiro administration really following up on that. Now, along with that, the DEP has awarded $39.6 million replacing aging diesel fleets with zero emissions vehicles. Now, Mercer County, Tri-County Industries, was awarded $2,785,505 to replace 5 eligible Class 8 refuse trucks with BEV. They will install 3 level chargers, EV chargers, and 1 DC fast EV charger with that. Now, rolling on, and we've told you about this quite a bit, the Newcastle Public Library. Well, they're in the news as they're talking about a new program on Saturday the 20th. Boone, a local celebrity therapy dog, will be there. A children's book author and wheelchair user. He'll be visiting the library. Come and meet Boone and hear his story and learn more about ADA accessibility and improvements being made to make the library more inclusive. Boone's book will be available. It's $12.95, and you can get a copy autographed. All proceeds of the book support Joey's PAW, who's a mission to optimize the quality of life for special needs dogs, providing custom wheelchair and prosthetics. Again, this is the library, and make sure that you give a donation to the library as they are improving the library regularly. All donations are tax deductible. For more information, call 724-658-6659, extension 115. And following up with that story, let's head over to Josh, and he'll tell us a little bit more about the library.
Live right in front of the Newcastle Public Library. And speaking of them, they received another additional $50,000 match. The Newcastle Public Library's capital campaign has gotten a boost, which will not only help fund much needed renovations, but enable donors to stretch their gifts. The drive, dubbed Elevate the Newcastle Public Library, has a $200,000 target goal for Phase 1. The primary goal of the campaign is to modernize the elevator, which has been out of service since November. With community donations, that work can begin, eventually enabling the Youth Services Department to return to its home on the second floor. The library is very grateful to everyone who has donated or made a pledge for the library. Director Andrew Henley said, quote, while it seems we have a lot further to go, another generous donor, has made a remarkable pledge. A library patron is offering a dollar-for-dollar match up to $50,000. Henley noted that the person who has requested anonymity has worked in the education field. The donor knows the importance of a library and has seen the positive effects on young scholars, he explained. The generous donation is beyond impactful. Those wishing to make a donation may go to ncdlc.org/elevate or send a check to the Newcastle Public Library at 207 East North Street, Newcastle, PA 16101. The checks must be made out to the Newcastle Public Library with the words Elevate in the memo line. All donations are tax deductible. So great story here from the Newcastle Public Library. Make sure you go check out their website and check out the Newcastle Public Library, of course, open 7 days a week. So I'm Josh Horner reporting live for Nctv45.
Well, Josh, great story there. I thank you. And remember, the library contributes to our community. Make sure you contribute to the library. We're going to be right back after this. This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine. Hello and welcome to Lindy's Lunch. Yes, whether it's their great breakfast or just like it says, lunch, it's great anytime. Yes, it's Lindy's Lunch. For the best, stop by. Give us a call. Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner Report. Let's get to the NBA. And decent amount of scheduling in the NBA. So here you go with your lineup. The Philadelphia 76ers in action as they take on Sacramento. Sixers at home, that game on ESPN. Now, elsewhere in the NBA, Atlanta at home, 7:30, taking on Indiana. Houston takes on Detroit, up in Detroit, and that game at 7:30 also. Now, the Miami Heat in action as they are at home, 8 o'clock start, taking on Orlando. And, well, as we head over, Golden State taking on the Chicago Bulls. And that should be an interesting matchup as the Bulls doing their rebuilding. Bulls at home, 8 o'clock start. Now, as we head over to the rest of the NBA, Memphis at home taking on the LA Clippers, 8 o'clock. Portland at Minnesota, 8 o'clock. Charlotte at San Antonio, 8 o'clock. Toronto at Utah, 9:30. Your nightcap, New Orleans at Denver, 10 o'clock. That game on ESPN. And that closing out your NBA. Now, over in the NHL, 2 games to note. Nashville at Dallas, 8 o'clock, NHL Network. Philadelphia at Minnesota, 8 o'clock. That game on the Plus. So, as we move to college basketball featuring a large amount of games. And here you go. The Duquesne Dukes, they're in action. And the Dukes have to get back to their winning ways after dropping 2 in January and only having 2 losses the whole month of November and December. Well, the Dukes are at home taking on Dayton. That game going to be on ESPN2. So a great game there. Now at 7 o'clock, the other Pittsburgh school, the Robert Morris Colonials, they will be in action at home, taking on Purdue Fort Wayne. As we continue on with your local college basketball, it's Youngstown State in action. And a lot of these games on Friday, I'm surprised, 9 o'clock, Youngstown State at home on ESPN2. The Penguins looking to be competitive out there in the Midwest Conference. Now at 9:30, Nebraska. They take to the road, take on Iowa. That on the Big Ten Network. And your nightcap, Boise State taking on Nevada at 10:30. That game on FS1. Now head over to Cedars, get some great food, and by all means enjoy the games. We're going to take a time out. We'll be right back. Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Los Amigos! Ladies and gentlemen, if you need a good bite to eat, make sure to check out Los Amigos. They got you covered with things such as tacos, burritos, molcajete. It's Los Amigos. Los Amigos! Los Amigos! Los Amigos!
These fine businesses provided funding for this program. Gatherings, Town and Country, and On Target.
Newswatch keeping you informed, and This to keep in mind, January 20th, not this weekend, but the next weekend. The Now, Nourishing Others' Well-Being, in effect, 8:30, Town Mall, food for 1,600 families. Make sure you don't let anybody go hungry. This is a great thing, and we thank the Now Project, Linda Rupert, for all their concern. As we continue on, mark your calendars, the 27th Perennial Plant Exchange out in New Wilmington. We'll be telling you more about that. Union announcing their Booster Night at the Races, February 17th, $35 per person. Doors open at 6, races begin at 7. We told you about the home buyer classes. Make sure you don't forget about that. As we continue on with Newswatch, time to get to some local events. And quite a bit going on this weekend. So let's kind of set the pace and tell you about them. Today at 4 o'clock, Bourbon Barbecue at Luvabella Winery. Also, head over to Luvabella. They have a lot of great, they have a new menu. It's really fascinating. Now, Kohler Brew Pub Blues Attack at 8 o'clock. King of Creek Starch Tournament. This at the SMPJ Lodge at SMPJ. That begins at 8. And karaoke at Riardo's. That begins at 9. As you head into the weekend, The Wait at Hops Asylum and Mandela Memories Workshop at the Art and Education at the Hoyt. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons Tribute Show will be at 8 o'clock at the Robbins Theater, and that's Saturday at 8. So make sure that you check out those great goings on. It's really some good stuff. Now, as we continue on with Newswatch, a reminder that LIHEAP, in effect, we're heading to some colder weather, and November 1st to April 5th, LIHEAP's in effect. If you're having issues with heating, paying for your heating, contact LIHEAP. They will work with you, and you can do that down at the County Assistant's Office. Newswatch rolling on and telling you before we go to weather about the plows. And that's not the shot I wanted to give you, and that isn't either, but we'll tell you about it anyway. Here you go. Allow 6 car lengths behind operating snow plows. And with that, okay, there are some safety tips that we have before we go to weather that you should know about. And I'm going to get you those as we speak. There we go. Sometimes it just works that way. Here's some if the power is out, and this from the PUC. Report outages to your utilities. Do not touch down trees, branches, or come in contact with power lines. Stay away from downed wires and anything near them. Give utility crews room to work safely. Watch for work areas. Use 911 for emergencies only. That's very important. Now, let's go to Lawrence County 45 weather and see how your day is shaping up.
Elham's for one great dining experience. Today's programming furnished by a grant from Chilala and Carney Florist on Mill Street in Newcastle. Programming made possible through a generous grant from Chuck Tanner's Restaurant, Wilmington Road in Newcastle. I would be glad to be.
Come dine with us, come dine today. Come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
Hello and welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. And after last night's overnight low of 28 amongst cloudy skies, how is the Friday and the start of your weekend looking? Cloud cover across the northern tier, and I showed you the national scene first, so you can actually see across that northern tier of Pennsylvania and really across the northern tier of the country, spreading down through the Rockies in the west. You've got California's Southern California pretty clear, West Texas, but look here on the national radar. That shows you where the precipitation is, well above Interstate 80, hugging the New York-Pennsylvania line. And that's going to mean a forecast like this. Last night, 28 cloudy degrees. Your Friday, 47 and 29, 100% chance of rain as that precipitation dips down. Going into your Saturday, what can you expect? 34 and 28. We get cooler, rain changes to snow, 70% chance. Your Sunday, as you sit and watch the Pittsburgh Steelers, you got 24 and 12 with a 40% chance of precip. Going to be cold outside, watch a little football. Here comes Monday, Martin Luther King Day, 23 and 11. Sunshine about, but a lot cooler as those skies clear. We get even cooler still on Tuesday, 20 and 6 with a 50% chance of snow. Here comes your Wednesday, cooler still, 18 and 16. The high cooler than that day before, and then Thursday 28 and 18, so you get 2 days of sunshine but a lot cooler temperatures. Now we're going to look at the weather chart and then hear from these great sponsors. You've been watching Lawrence County 45 weather right here on NCTV45.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
Hi, pizza friends. You can still find delicious Augustine's Pizza at your local supermarket. The folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of NCTV45 Newswatch. As you get out and about today, make sure you tell a friend, and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, oh, geez, I don't watch a lot of TV, why, you tell them this. That's right, we're NCTV45 The Train, and we're available anytime on your time. A train that runs on your schedule. Why, that's NCTV45. Now, as you go through your day, make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody. See you again real soon.